video is going to be a whole lot of fun. It is going to be a first impressions, it's going to be get ready with me, it's going to be a play date, it's going to be a try on haul, and this is the first time I'm opening these boxes of my personal merchandise right here on camera. I picked it up just last night. I didn't go home and look at it even. I didn't go home and open the box to see the colors because I already looked at it in the store, so I already knew what I was getting. I already knew I wanted these things, and I've been wanting them for a really long time. So I was so excited to get home and play with them, and I wasn't really sure how I felt about a couple of the products, but now that I've played with them, like last night I went to bed like so happy, love my products, I haven't even used them yet, I'm even more happier now. So whether you like this look or not, I really think that you will enjoy the idea, and I think you'll really enjoy me trying it on and playing with it and getting first ideas, first impressions, because I feel like a lot of times you guys on YouTube get to miss our initial transactions. You miss our initial first impressions when it comes to really playing with them. And like they say, and it's true, colors always work better in practice than they do in swatches, and so I think that's why the try-ons are really fun. So let's get ready with me and let's try these products on. Hi everyone, so welcome to this try it on with me. Try it on with me's are like new products, first impressions, just like playing for the first time. It's kind of like an infusion with like a get ready with me. So there's like no actual not a lot to be said as far as like a review or a comparison. And then the dip brow is in auburn because I have a lot of red and a lot of violet in my hair. Try on with me will be so much fun. It is the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons. I kind of bought this on a whim. I kind of felt like I wanted, you know, the peach palette a little bit more, but I feel like these colors are more consistent with my brand. So there's the outer packaging for those of you who don't already know. I'm sure all of you know because everybody got this before me, but I've just been recently able to get it, so I apologize in advance. And one thing that really caught my eye was, of course, the packaging and the wearable colors, and I love that all these shadows are shaped like hearts. So we have fun things. We have Divinity, which is a matte white. We have Earl Grey, which is like a blue color. We have Totally Fetch, which is kind of like a satin hot pink. Pecan Praline, which looks kind of like a gray to me. Dark Truffle, which is kind of like a berry toned or like a raspberry chocolate color. Cashew Chew, which almost looks like Nugget from Too Faced Semi-Sweet. Cotton Candy, a light pink. Cafe au lait, a nice shimmering gray. Bordeaux, a nice rich kind of like a chocolate cherry red and brown color. Mocha, which is like a nice, this actually looks more cool toned in person than it is appearing on camera, but that's Mocha. Black Currant, shimmering violet color. Kind of reminds me of Jammin' from the Peanut Butter palette. Malted, which is a nice deep chocolate, and this malted color has flecks of gold shimmer in it. The next color is Molasses Chip, which is a nice high shine shimmer. Sprinkles, which is a nice girly strawberry cupcake pink. Satin Sheets, which is a classic Too Faced color that comes in like I think the Natural Eye Kit or the Natural Eye Palette. And of course, last but certainly not least, Almond Truffle, which is sort of like a pink berry chocolate kind of color. And the Chocolate Bar Bonbons palette does smell, or sorry, the chocolate bonbons, not the chocolate palette. Okay, so chocolate bonbons definitely is like, these are all individual colors, so they do tell a story obviously with the chocolate theme, but I like that they're individualized as every chocolate flavor should be. And a beautiful brush. Let's get girly. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Sedona Lace 863. I was gonna play around with a new brush set, but I'm actually going to wait and see how these products pick up pigment with brands I'm used to, and then we'll play with those on a different day, just because I do have a lot of products to play with in this video. And so I don't want this to seem like a try on haul video, but it kind of is. But since the brushes are sent to me, I don't want to include them in the product video where I purchased everything, because y'all know I'm not sponsored by Too Faced. So Divinity is the first color we're going to play with, and that is, I like that. It's just a classic brow highlight. I'm going to take Mocha, which is like a really comfortable transition color for me. And maybe we'll use something else a little less like comfortable to blend that out. Just get a feel for this palette. Just a touch of feel of chocolate. The candy of our lives. Cashew chew. And just blend that color out. Cashew chew. Let's go for some satin sheets. I think you can also use this as a face highlighter. This is also a really great, like, all over lid color too. Just gonna go into the inner corner now with satin sheets and try to brighten that up a little bit. Now let's go ahead and play with some Cafe au lait, and I want to take this all over the lid as like our lid base tone. The color I'm going to be taking is Molasses Chip, and this kind of does remind me of the Kat Von D Monarch look I wore in my favorites video. So you can do that look with a lot of the colors that are in this palette as well as the Monarch palette. I mean, if I were to have done it with the Monarch palette, it would have been deeper in tone than if I did it with this palette. So is this palette a waste of money? No, because the look would have been very different and the formulas are very different eyeshadow wise. In person, everybody will know that this is a very different look. On camera, it may resonate the same at the end. I'm going to take another color. We're going to be taking a little bit of Bordeaux. Taking a little bit of malted. So my channel might be boring for like really like people who like all the new trends, but if you're new to makeup, I think you'll like it here. So because I'm always studying, always learning, and I am a real artist, so, and like I said, I do my best to teach. May not make me the most interesting channel, but I feel like when you actually do work in the industry and you do makeup all day long, social media is like a fun outlet for makeup, more or less than it is about selling stuff. Okay, so the Prestige Liquid Liner is not at all like a play date, first impression, whatever, and it also takes some time. So because I am going to be doing a lot of talking, and I had in the past been doing a lot more filming and talking after the fact, I'm not used to talking that much on camera when I'm doing makeup. So I have a tendency to babble when I'm talking and doing makeup, so that's kind of why I stuck to voiceovers. So with that said, winged eyeliner is already done, and it's very nice and thick, and that's kind of the way I've been enjoying wearing it. Alright, so that is the eyeliner on the waterline. It is Ben Nye's, and I do need to buy an eyeliner soon. I need to start a list. Makeup list. Done. Okay. I did take the eyeliner down a little further than I normally do. I just want that to really set there. And I'm also going to set that with some eyeshadow. So we're going to go back into the Bonbons palette. Olé, which is the shimmery gray, and we're going to I mean this is supposed to probably be like a mocha with some foam on it. So next up I'm going to be taking Malted, which is of course this one has the gold shine in it, and of course we're putting it over Cafe au lait, so we're also going to be grabbing more shine and more sparkle, and of course we're putting it over that black base, the black eyeliner base. Now for me, with like a smoky eye, I rarely do a contrasting lower lash line anymore because I just think it looks more like connected and whole. Match with the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer, but I bought it because I thought it had a very nice similar consistency to when MAC did the potted concealers and the Kat Von D Lock-It, which is actually in the tube. But when I took a look at this, like the texture was so whipped and beautiful, and I was like, I put the Kat Von D Lock-It back down because like this looks really like thick. It looks like it's designed for an artist. It looks like very malleable. Okay, so with the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, you'll notice this is a very different shape compared to the other one I had. This is the cream palette. So here we have the shades because we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Light Contour Cream Kit. This is very similar to the original powder one that came out a couple years ago for store use, but this is Fair, Neutral, Banana, Light Sculpt, Java, and Havana. So the one with the slightly more reddened undertones is definitely Havana. So let's do some sculpting, let's do some creaming, and let's just have some fun. You know, you can really blend this into the skin so it becomes one with the skin. So we're going to start off with Fair. And this is lighter and not as dense as the cream concealer. Oh, and this works so much more beautifully compared to my Wet n Wild contour palette that I've had been using. Like, can we just take a moment to say goodbye to Wet n Wild for the duration of this palette? It does become one with the skin. Obviously the contour is a little bit brighter than if we were to use a powder, but we can definitely powder over this to set it all down. And so we do have another like awesome shot at making sure everything works. Now if you had put the powder on, that would be your last shot because you'd be doing it over finished product. So I really like that. So we're going to be taking Banana as our brightener, and banana powder for very fair skin or very light skin can be very kind of, I don't know, tricky. I'm trying really hard also to not buy products that are on the fair side because they have a tendency to be too yellow on me. So this is the light. This is the light, not the fair. So I think that's just one slight variation. We could probably make the fair work for us though, because I think that is fair, but it is lighter. It's more of a sculpting cream color. So we're going to be taking Light Sculpt now. And I think with this one you could definitely take an eye brush or a face brush for this color. And I had a cream bronzer from MAC in the very far past, like MAC to the Beach or something like that, that I loved. Like MAC to the Beach, I think I was like 2010. Okay, so we just slightly sculpt the nose, and now let's try the lighter cream first. This is actually a lot more pigmented than I thought. These are like pro colors for show. So because I do have bangs, let's go ahead and let's like safely sculpt underneath the hairline so we can get a feel for this. And that toner, that spritz, will give this like kind of like the skin like a second wind that it very much deserved. This is definitely like a fun little artist kit. I work with the cream palette. This is another reason why I didn't want to show it like in a tutorial, because this is the first time I worked with it on myself. I think I'm going to be doing it like the more old school contour way where they show you like the contour grams. I'm going to try that next time and work with a little less product. Now for bronzer, we're going to be taking the Too Faced Endless Summer 16-Hour Longwear. And this is a very soft, subtle bronzer. I'm actually not the biggest fan of the Milk Chocolate Soleil, and then I never really played with it that much. And so I felt like this was a little bit more easier to blend because it's got some shine in it. Highlighter, let's put that on the list, and we are gonna highlight. This looks very similar to a blush I saw at my counter, so I'm just going to go ahead and take this bright, beautiful orange thing, and it will cover up any questionable areas that are not appearing on camera, which is not much of anything, but I am so far away from the mirror I might see something later, so I'm just going to make sure that that contour line doesn't look too harsh. Actually, I like the cream better because now I can't see the line at all. I can't see, as if I used powder, I would have been able to have seen a line. Okay, we've spent so much time chatting. We gotta go soon, but let's go ahead and put on some mascara and some lashes and finally style the hair. It's for you guys, but I've already worn these once. These are the 601s. Like, I've never played with these before, but these kind of blend in pretty well. They're not like over the top. And I do sell some pretty nice mascaras, so while I can't create this exact lash, I can create a fanned out effect. I sell the whole like overall look. I really like it, but I think it definitely needs some work with the cream contour. The highlighter is extremely bright because I want to make sure that there was no line of demarcation. The blush is very bright. Once again, I want to make sure that there was no line of demarcation. I think I overdid it on the face products, but I think that this is still a really nice kind of fun editorial look to play with, and makeup is meant for playing anyways. So I have already set this. I'm super happy with it. I think it looks really nice for today. The lashes are on point. Alright, so Illamasqua Atomic, because no other lipstick choice is calling my name. There's no color in this look anyways besides the blush. Like, I love an orange or a peach blush, which with an unexpected lip is just so, like, unexpected. And now I know why I don't film videos where I talk anymore, because I spend so much time on this look. But I really love it. I love the hot pink lip too. I even like the hair, like I part it so far to the side. To me, like, that is so 90s. It's like Sweet Valley High, except, you know, it has bangs. Did anybody watch Sweet Valley High in the early 90s? But yeah, so that's what it looked like.